Shogun is apparently getting a season 2, just 2 weeks after I said, what's great about this is they're not Disney. They have respect for the source material, and they're not going to make up some fan fiction. And then, what do you know? What do you know? Apparently, they are going to be making a season 2. It's kind of weird because, look, I love Hiroyuki Sanada. Everybody's like, oh, if I get more Sanada, it's worth it. Look, I love him. I think the guy can do no wrong. The guy is a legend, and I would love to see more of him. What I don't want to see is fan fiction. And I've gotten grilled, absolutely lambasted on Twitter for saying I'm against this. They're like, why? I just want to see more. And it's like, book readers are disgruntled, most of them. Some are still like, cool, yeah, I want to see more. And then there's the people who didn't read the book, they just love the show and they want more. They're like, I want to see the battle. I'm like, I said that when I read the book too. I wanted to see the battle, but I understand why I didn't. I mean, the whole point was Toranaga doing the route that didn't require the most lives. That's the way that it ended, and that's the way it was great. And what really confused me about this is the showrunners were adamant in saying they liked where the book ended, and they respect the source material. They did not want to do a season 2. So this feels like the old Disney Plus method of, well, we didn't expect this to be a big hit. We've got to do. I expect to see like 3 spinoffs of Shogun here pretty soon. And I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed because I was saying like they respected the source material. They didn't want to do this, but they're seeing them dollar signs. And some people are saying this is just for them to get Emmy consideration. Like it can't be a limited series to get Emmy consideration. I don't know if that's true or not. But look, I will slap this back every single time. I am totally against this because it is fan fiction. People are like, it can't be fan fiction. It's based off of historical events. No, absolutely not. They're not just telling a historical epic here, guys. The Book of Shogun is an amalgamation of several characters and things that happened in Japanese history. Yes, there are very real events, but these characters are all made up. These characters are, like I said, an amalgamation of several characters, sometimes decades and centuries they lived apart. So it's not exactly the same as what you're saying. So no, I will contest that. Could it be good? Sure. Is it fan fiction? Yes, it is fan fiction because it's not written by James Clavell. I don't care if there are real world events that happen in it. That's why it's called historical fiction. So to me, no, I'm against this. I think it's a bad idea. They've got 5 other books in the Asian saga by James Clavell that they could adapt. Why not do Gaijin? Why not do Taipan? Why not do any of these other ones? Why not do that? I don't get it. And even if they wanted to do it like as an anthology and just bring Sanada back and you're going to be doing Gaijin and Sanada's just going to be playing a different character. You want to do it like the American Horror Story style where you got the same cast playing different roles. I'd be on board with that. But this is just, no, this just feels like a Disney Plus move and I hate it. I am. And you're not going to convince me otherwise. Same with this Hunt for Gollum. Hunt for Gollum. New Lord of the Rings movie by Warner Brothers. And what's really disgusting about this is Warner Brothers doing their crap is they have a fan film called The Hunt for Gollum that was like 40 minutes long, like 15 years ago, had like a few million views. And then Warner Brothers announces The Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum, and they hit that video with a copyright strike. 15 years! This video has been on YouTube. And now Warner Brothers is such jerks. I mean, they did this with Dune reaction trailers. It's just, you guys just can't handle anybody giving you free press, can you? But this movie, people are jumping on me for this one too. Why aren't you excited? Peter Jackson's involved. Look, Peter Jackson and Andy Serkis are involved. Cool. Is it fan fiction? Pretty much. Like, no, actually, this is stuff in the appendices. Look, there are little bits of this in the appendices. But Warner Brothers are going to have to expand this story to make it longer than 20 minutes because it is really, really short stuff. So they're going to be having to write this entire story because it is just bits in the appendices. It's just a few mentions, really. It's not a full-blown story. So all people saying, oh, well, they're adapting it off of source material. It's in the appendices. Yeah, so is the stuff in Rings of Power, and how did that work out? So, look, Andy Serkis and Peter Jackson involved. I know it's going to have more care done to it than what Rings of Power did. But again, that's just why not do Silmarillion? I get it's a rights thing and stuff. It's just, I don't know. I know it sounds like I'm just complaining this week in the TV movie talk thing, and it is. It's just as a book reader, seeing this fan fiction stuff just drives me crazy. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. There's so many great. Look at all this stuff behind me. Look at all this amazing stuff they could adapt. Do it. Instead, they're trying to take the easy route. Let's use the brand recognition of the name. Let's use the built-in audience. And then they wonder why things like X-Men 97, which apparently is very good, aren't getting an audience. It's because no one trusts you anymore. So there we go, guys. There we go. I don't know if that's actually like similar. I was just having that argument before I left. I'm not saying X-Men 97 is bad. I'm saying that no one trusts the brand to take something that someone loves and make it good today because you've ruined so many franchises. Anyway, going down a bad rabbit hole here. So sorry I'm so grumpy about this today, but I've been arguing with people about Shogun all morning, and it really put me in a grumpy mood. It's a great book, and they did a great adaptation of it. They should leave it there. Walk away. Do other things. There we go.